just there's something to it. It's probably, it could be the
It's
soil, it's the
pure.
people, whatever, the love they put into it. I don't know, but that's a whole nother show, because there's such an array of Cuban cigars. And then what they do is they make an American, like Cohiba has a version that they just make in
Yep,
the Dominic for
that's
the
right.
Americans, because we can't get technically Cohibas, but now.
I've been to the farms where the tobacco is being grown for the Cohiba Red Dot.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, I have something quite unique. I can show it to you.
Cool.
I have a Red Dot box,
Very nice.
an unfinished Red Dot box, because normally they stamp Cohiba on this.
Right.
I had this taken off the production line and presented to me. I mean, when I said I had it, I told them, "Can you take it off the production line and give it to me? Because I want a unique Cohiba box."
Right.
So they gave it to me. This Cohiba is not, other than in name, to be compared with a Cuban Cohiba.
Correct.
And if I may be so bold to suggest, the difference between Cuban cigars and non-Cuban cigars, for me, is there's this earthy woodland autumn feel that you get in that cigar. There is a layer of taste and aroma. Very specifically, it's an aroma thing. If I smoke a Cuban cigar in my lounge, it smells outstanding to me, to my palate. And I mean, I always like pair it up. I'll wear a nice cologne. It goes back to, again, smell memories. I'll wear a nice cologne. There's a nice smell that's left. I don't mind the smell of, don't mind. I enjoy the smell of cigars on my clothes. It's something I like. There's a deep, richy manliness to that in the nicest way possible. And I personally don't understand when people say, "Oh no, I can't stand the smell of cigars." And I think that's just a fashionable thing to say. Actually, it's quite a nice smell. Actually, it's sort of a purging kind of smell in a spiritual sense.
Yes.
But no, Cuban cigars, there is definitively something about the way those cigars are put together. If we could compare it to wine, it's the terroir, if you like, the soil that grows those leaves has put something in those leaves.
Yep.
And I don't think that's a magic trick. I don't think that's marketing. The marketing is disproportionate, takes it to a totally different level.
Correct.
But there is something to be said for it.
But it's funny though, because people in America, they'll be like, "Oh my God, Cuban cigars." I'm like, calm down. Like, have you had a Cuban cigar? Like I can give you the website of like 5 legitimate companies that can literally get you Cuban cigars in America. They'll send them to you in America. It goes through customs. They know they're coming. It's like not a big deal because we get so many. I said, we've all had them. I said, but they're like, "Oh, there's so much." I'm like, it's only better because you can't get them. But there still is a mystique to it, which is good. But the flavor, the construction is always, I find, better than the Dominic. And I'm talking about like 0.001%. Like you can just tell. But I keep telling people, if we could get Cubans in America, just say tomorrow Biden goes, Cuban cigars in America are going to be here. Okay. Within 6 months, they're going to be just like everybody else. It's like, I had a Cuban. Oh, good for you. But because you can't, when someone says they've had a Cuban or someone says, would you like one? Everybody, like, it's like, do you want to drive a Bugatti? Or do you want to drive the Ford Explorer? I want to drive the Bugatti. It's the same type of thing, right? Once everybody drives the Bugatti, they're going to be like, oh, it's a car. Yeah, no kidding. It has 4 tires. It goes boom, boom, boom.
It's still metal and plastic and a bit of carbon, and that's what it is.
And a cigar is the same thing. It's just made somewhere different, and it's still a beautiful. Cigars and cars and Scotch, to me, they're all like a work of art because an artisan had to create it. And that's how I look at it.
It's the engineering behind it. If you delve into the engineering behind a cigar, I mean, I think, fortunately, based on life experiences, I've been to tobacco farms, I've been to cigar rolling factories, I've spoken with owners of cigar companies. That immersion into the culture is genuinely, anyone who smokes a